freak. Oh, I don't know what the Q&A is. Hello, Nathaniel. I don't know what happened to make those stupid ads show up instead of your actual name. There's got to be a way to fix it, but I don't know how to mess with that. All right, I need headphones on. Clowny, wasted guess. I know why you're guessing it, though. Are the lambs still screaming? Wait, like CD Lamb? Or Silence of the Lambs? It's one of those two things. Yeah, guess a player that was drafted first overall in their prospective year. That's I've got someone in there for that. Let me get some dang music going, and then we'll look at some opens. We've got 4 left in Big L's and 2 left in licensed jerseys for hockey, I believe. But let me get this playing first. And my wife is supposed to be here to pick up my kids. Let's see if she is yet. No. Unless she already came and left. No. Well, we'll see what happens there. I have no clue if I put his name. Hey, you're fine. You guys can always do research if you want to. Silence of the Lambs, yeah, I assumed. It was one of the two. I told you that's going to be my Halloween costume one of these years as soon as my wife lets me do it. She's going to wheel me around on a dolly. She's going to be Clarice, and then my kids are going to be lambs. One of these days. Okay, let me get this up here so you can see. Thanks for letting me start a league in tonight, guys. I guess what we'll do is on the days where stuff's closer to filling earlier, we'll start at 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 Mountain. If it's a little bit later, then we'll just do our normal time, which is 7 and 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll just play it by ear. And again, I'll take suggestions whether this is a good or bad thing. The majority have said yes, but maybe there's some that don't like it that haven't said anything. So just want to make sure. All right, let's see here. Show this screen and then left. We've got. Oh, it's not letting me type. I can't stand that it's doing these. I mean, I can tell who most. I think I can tell everyone is based on pictures too, but I wonder why it's doing that. And it shows you guys that, right? The ads. Who knows? Maybe I'm on probation or something, and they're. Two left in East Coast, 4 left. All of them, Jay, on all 3 spots. I'll read them off here in a second if that's the case. You may get a few of those picked up. Those are, I mean, you'd probably sell for 2 or 3. That's your call. 3 is just I'd probably just do 3, but 4 left in Big Al full size, 4 boxer, 43 per, and who's left? 3. Yep. Let me read off who they are here just in case anyone, and I'll do it again when we get to it. But O.J. Simpson, Peyton Manning. Hey, those are all good guesses. I like seeing all these. Seeing the ad, yeah, me too. Who is it? It's Vegas. It's the Rams. It's the Jets. It's Washington. Those are our 4 left. Yes, I had to add a few helmets in this weekend, and I did. I know that saying that doesn't really help people's perception, but still, I did. Getting a little lopsided on some of these teams, so when that happens, I fix it. Anyways, 4 teams left: Vegas, Rams, Jets, and Washington, and then East Coast has 2 players left. Dollar break is closed. I've got the pull up, and you guys are going guesses. Solos that are left in a few of these. We've got Tom Berenger up for $4 in Funko. Juan Soto and Ozzy Albies are available as well in the MLB jersey. Those are $3 solos, and then Jay said he's got all of his randoms up. So if anybody wants Mookie Betts, James Wood, Reggie Jackson, Pedro Martinez, Jacob deGrom, Hayden Birdsong, O'Neill Cruz, Carlton Fisk, Matt McLain, Alex Rodriguez, Roy Oswalt, Adrian Beltre. There's a lot of good names there. If anyone wants to grab any for $3. Craig, you want Soto? You got it. And if I were you, Jay, if you could see him, I would type him up just so it's easier to see. Obi's randoms are up for sale too. Okay. Obi also has, we're at the bottom, Trevor Hoffman, Nolan Arenado, Bill Mazeroski, and Jonathan Papelbon. Those are $3 solos if anybody's interested. But again, if I were you guys, I'd type them in the chat here since a lot of people watch without listening. DeGrom, you're grabbing DeGrom from Jay. Craig, I'm just going to put you down here so I know this is you. I'll read those off again when we get there. But that's quite a few. So there's 4, 8, 12. There's 16 solo names up for $3 if anybody's interested in any of those names. I'll read those when we get back to it, and I'll give it some time. But in the meantime, if you're interested in any of those, let me know. Betts, Wood, Jackson, Reggie Jackson, Pedro Martinez, Hayden Birdsong, O'Neill Cruz, Carlton Fisk, Matt McLain, Alex Rodriguez, Roy Oswalt, Adrian Beltre, Trevor Hoffman, Nolan Arenado, Bill Mazeroski, Jonathan Papelbon, and Ozzy Albies. Those are all $3. Those 2 are 6. Correct, Craig. Yep. Obi's got, there's Obi's typed up. Arenado, Hoffman, Mazeroski, and Papelbon for $3 each on those. So anyways, we'll get back to that. I like movies. I'm betting Fonte Mac. We want Fonte Mac. I like it. Daryl, you gonna grab Pedro Martinez? Okay. Again, guys, I'll read them again when we get there. I'm not gonna read them again now. Gotcha, Daryl. Those are the ones that Jay has up. Mookie Betts, James Wood, A-Rod, Pedro's gone. There's a few other, he'll type a few others in here. Okay. So again, guys, we'll get rolling in a second here. There's just a few openings. I'm not too worried about Big Al's filling it right now. We can get that as we're going. There's Vegas, Rams, Jets, and Washington. But last non-Big Al item we need to fill up is the 2-boxer for East Coast. Just 2 spots left, I believe. And then we'll have 4 randoms. So let's see. Putney, isn't that a name from that show too? Reggie Jackson. Take O'Neill Cruz, Nick. He is. So Nick's got O'Neill Cruz. These are $3 solos, guys. Gotcha. Isn't it David Putney? Birdsong, Carlton Fisk for sale. So there's a bunch of other ones for $3. Okay, the spots that are left in the hockey, we need 2 of these claimed. They're $26. I'm trying to only go up by 1 as soon as it's needed and stay at that spot until, but it's probably going to be $1 every time each. We only have 5 breaks left in this series, so unless we buy more, it'll probably go up by $1 each break, maybe a couple of the last few breaks, depending on how many spots are left. I know Daryl has bought some too, so we're going to see what he gets out of his one with those names. Okay, names that are left to claim, $26. 2 closes: Kempe, Newhook, Panarin, Faber, York, Claude Giroux, Connor Hellebuck, Connor McMichael, Dawson Mercer, Devon Taves, Emil Lilleberg, Ivan Barbashev, Jake Sanderson, Jacob Dobes, Connor McMichael. Why is Connor McMichael there? What did I do? 29 names. I'll figure that out in a second. Hold on. Joseph Woll, Lawson Krause, Mackenzie Weegar, Mark Scheifele, Matthias Ekholm, Miro Heiskanen, Andre Palat, Peter Kochetkov, Radko Gudas, Ron Hextall, Theo Fleury, Tim Stutzel, Tyler Myers, and Vincent Trocheck. Damn Putney, you pancakey. Adrian Beltre, Peyton Manning, black bag, gotcha. I'll take Faber. You got it. Let me figure out what I did there with the extra extra McMichael claim. What did I do? Who's between Dobbs and Wall? Kyrie Carlson second. No, they're all gone. So how did that even happen? I feel like I'm missing a name though. Let's see. 27. No, that's right, because there should be 49 or 48, 47. Oh, I'm missing a dang name. One left there. I'm going to just quickly redo this because I did something to mess that up. Who the freak was there? Connor Hellebuck. That's McMichael. Oh, I know what it did. Somehow this is supposed to be over here. I'm probably screwing this up. But McMichael wasn't claimed, was he? No, gosh, but it's right here. That's why. I think we're good there. Carlson, I got Carlson. Yeah, he's off of this side. He's on this side. He's off of this side. I think something just weird happened there. 27 names. 21 taken. So when we get to 22, there'll be 26. 4 left over. That's right. I put McMichael back over here on the other side when he wasn't supposed to. My bad. Okay, so 1 left there. I read those names off. We'll come back to that in a second. Get the last spot filled. We're still gonna have some solos, so I prefer we get it closed before we get rolling, just so we can get the solos out and about. 4 left in Big Al's: Vegas, Rams, Jets, and Washington. Everything else is full. We'll start with our Funko. I don't think anyone claimed Albies, did they? No, I don't think so. If you did, just retype it, please. Knack, take a mirror. I'm pretty sure that's Brett. If it's not, bark twice. If you're in Milwaukee, that's the wrong spot. I'm putting you on Albies because I was talking about Albies, but you're over here. Yep, I thought it was Brett. Okay. Heiskanen. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate it. Let's get our keep getting your guesses. A few Peyton Mannings, I like that. Overall pick and whatever draft he came out of, if you get it right, you get some credit tonight. Let's run these randoms. We'll see the solos are. The solos will be $13 solos. I'm just gonna type them here now. Since it's 26 today, I always round down, but if it's a half, it's gonna be half. Probably already copied this, but I forgot from 12 seconds ago. So let's go over here. We will do the dollar break first in just a second. Just wanted to get this filled up. Then we'll do Funko, baseball, hockey, and then Radkey and Big Al's. 7 times here. The final 4 names will be available for $13 each for purchase once you see them. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Our $13 solos are Trocheck, Kochetkov, Hextall, and Kraus. Kraus, one of my favorites. He had a nice breakaway goal in the game a few games ago I went to. Fast break, I don't know what you call it in hockey. Breakaway, fast break. I don't know. Learning as I go. I was spoiled this last week with games, Utah games. Went to 3 games in 4 days. Nick taking Hextall, got you, Nick. So the other $13 solos: Lawson Kraus, Peter Kochetkov, and Vincent Trocheck. Fun names there. 3 left. We'll come back to that, though. And I'll read the randoms when we get there, too. You're welcome to take a screenshot so you can zoom in and see who you have, but I'll read them when we get there. Let's do dollar break first. Daryl taking Kraus. Got you, Daryl. Daryl, are you going to run those, or are you going to open and use them? If you're going to run them, let me know. The East Coast, I'll join those. But if you're just going to use them for your series too, that's also great. Or perhaps keep, depending on who it is, I guess. Okay, let's do dollar break. Close to around the same amount of claims as our last dollar break. I think maybe 10 or 20 less. There was about 80 in free spots, I believe, 70, 80, somewhere in that range. Taves is up for trade. I'll mention that when we get there, but let's do dollar break first. 467 is our total. I'm going to read off how many spots you have, so we're on the same page. I'll then look at the items so everyone knows what your choices can be. We'll roll the dice. We'll run the list. Just going to use even if it's picture headliner. Love it. Let us know when you figure out who they are. Could be probably when we're down to about 6 boxes maybe, or 4, somewhere in that range. And then we'll decide if we're going to order more from this series or if he has more. I don't know. It probably still has 20 or 15 left. Okay, Tim, you had 1 spot. Philip, you had 5. Bill S., you had 20 there with 5 bonus. Jesse, you had 5 there. Joe, 5. Dwayne, 20 with 5 bonus. Eric S., you had 10 there. Brian, 2 there. Scott, you had 20 there with 5 bonus. Nick F., 5. Jesse, another 5. Shannon, 8. Chris D., you had 20 with 5 bonus. Larry V., 36 with 5 bonus. Jesse, you had another 5. Scott, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Mike, you had 40 with 10 bonus. Nathaniel, Nate, you had, do your full name so it's longer. Just, I don't know. Do that for all you guys, I think. Maybe I missed some. 40, 10 bonus on that. Chad, you had 10. Brian, you had another 2. Mark, you had 10. Eric, you had another 10, which gave you your 5 bonus. John, you had 5. Chris A., you had 5. David J., you had 5. Philip B., you had another 5. Scorching, you took 20 and got 5 bonus. Brian, you took 20 and got 5 bonus. Brian E., your last 3 there. Bill S., you had another 20 with 5 bonus. Jonathan R., 10, and Vlad closed us with 5. We got a copy. Let's go look at the items that are up. I added a bunch. I took a bunch off. At some point, I'll slim it down, but it's just too fun to add items. So let's go. Here it is. You guys, I probably don't explain this enough, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You can claim $1 and have 1 entry, or you can claim 100 and have 100 entries. You get bonus every 20. We run the whole list, and if your name's on top, you win. So the more you claim, the better chance, or so it would seem. Sometimes you get lucky with just a couple. You can choose any one of the items you want if you win. Full sizes here, some of them. We have Emmitt Smith, Ladd McConkey, Nico Collins, Joe Theismann, Adrian Peterson, Tua, Jim McMahon, Mark Clayton, Mark Duper for Miami on the Rave. There's Mason Crosby. Some custom jerseys. McCaffrey, Marino, De La Cruz, Emmitt Smith, Don Cherry, Chevy Chase on the Fletch. Ice Cube. This is Nike, but it's a China Nike, so I put it with the customs. But that is an Ice Cube signature Beckett certified. That's a cool one. Raiders is what it is. A bunch of Funkos. So I added a few. I just kept the ones that were in there. I think I've got one other, like a Harry Potter one that I didn't put in there, and I wanted it to be 12. Dan Marino, Jordan Love, Drew Brees, Jamar Chase, Elijah Wood for Frodo. There's 2 Tom Hardys, Venom and Bane. Rey Mysterio for WWE, Shaq, Justin Jefferson, Ellie De La Cruz, and Tony Hawk. Boys in the Hood, Ice Cube, yeah. Minis, we had a Cooper Cup on Seahawks. First cup item I've had for Seattle. It's on a Rave Mini, which is cool. Aikman, Montana, Jamar Chase, Charles Woodson, Giannis, Terry Bradshaw, Bo Jackson, Lamar Jackson. Some big names on the minis, too. More full sizes. Justin Jefferson, Warren Sapp, Brian Dawkins, Ray Lewis, Kurt Warner, Steve Spurrier, Tyreek Hill, Jordan Addison, Lawrence Taylor. I took a few off, you'll notice. Mike Tyson, boxing glove. Danica Patrick, NASCAR. Walter Payton and Gordie Howe on the 16x20s, and then Elijah Woods, Sean Astin, Lord of the Rings. Can't think of the word. Screenplay, whatever, the book. I can't think of it. The word I'm looking for. Licensed. We had Julius Peppers and Martin St. Louis there for Reebok and Nike. We still have Klay Thompson, Bobby Hull, J.J. McCarthy, and Mika Zibanejad. Just saw him and the boys on Saturday. More full sizes. Derek Brooks, Archie Manning, Troy Polamalu, Matthew Golden, and Cam Newton. Script. Thank you, movie script. Such a hard word I couldn't think of. That's all of them. There's individual pictures of each item after that. So if you win and you want to go look at them, you can. I'm sure you already did if you joined. Pick a couple that you're after, and then if you win, becomes the hard part. Which one do you pick? So let's go over here, and let's roll our dice. For this, we do a dice roll. It needs to be 7 or higher. If it's not, we re-roll until it's 7 or higher. We then run that list of whatever the number was, 467, I think. that many times, the top name on the last one gets to pick whatever they want. Here goes the roll. First roll, yep, 11 times. Hunker down. We're going 11 on this one. Okay. Let's. Why is there? Oh, I ran the hockeys. That's why it's not blank. I did that before. Usually I do that after. Whoops. Okay. 11 times was the number. Let's make sure we ended with Vlad. I know that. And we started with Tim. So this should be the correct amount. 467. We'll run it once. There it is. 10 more times will give us our winner on this one. So just hang out for a second. I'm probably gonna drag down the rest of them so it doesn't take as long. I'll do a slow drag, but less work for me. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Boop, 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 boop. There's 5. Halfway there almost. There's 6. Now we're a little over halfway there. There's 7. There's 8. 3 more. Good thing it caps it at 12, huh? 9. Imagine rolling this list like 25 times. 10. Next one is our winner. Top spot on the 11th. We'll get to pick whatever they want. There's 10. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Top spot is Scott. Scott, you've had a laser beam, a tractor beam for the dollar break lately. There's a few of you that claimed 40. I think it was the highest amount. Scott was one of them, so one of the high spots won this time. A little more often than lower spots. We've had a couple low spots win lately too. Scott, David J, just right behind Scott. You were up there again. Nate, you were in there twice. Bill in there once. Mark, David in there again. Philip and Mike all in the top 10. If you want to know who was the worst spot of them all, Bill and then Scott, you were right there with 2 of them at the end too. 11 times. Scott, you have your pick again at whatever item you want in there. There's a bunch of fun ones. Congrats. Okay, let's go back to our regular portion of the night. I'm going to take these warming up for me. Okay, we're going to start with the Funko, guys. Get your guesses in for the divisions. Get your guess on the black bag. The black bag has a former overall first round, first pick. I'm not saying whether they're retired or current. I'm just saying at some point in the past they were drafted first overall in their draft class. If you get it right, you get some credit to use tonight. We're going to do our Funko first, though. So if this happens to be football, we'll count it. If it skews your votes, so be it. Then we'll do baseball jersey. We'll do hockey after that. No Gold Rush full size today. I have the new series, but I don't know that we're going to use them for this. So we may just have 2 starters on Saturdays from now on. Racky will be after that. That one's full as well. And then Big Al's is just down to 4 teams left, I believe, still. Vegas, Rams, Jets, and Washington. We'll roll those. We'll do a couple lives tonight as well. Wednesday will be a normal stream as well. It may be a little shorter just because we're going to have one less Racky to do. We're an odd number. And I may make it a little shorter just because it's the day before Thanksgiving. But probably around the same style stream. Thursday, we will drop our weekend breaks. I debated they're going to drop that day. If you're sitting around and you want to claim, that's great. They won't break until Friday or Saturday, so I'm not going to be live on Thanksgiving. All right, in the Funko, Tom Berenger's $4, but the owners here, Tom, you have Cena, Flavor Flav, Kelsey Grammer, Dwayne, you have McKinnon, Spike Lee, Matthew Demerit. Dave, you have Lawrence Taylor, Faustino, Bliss, Jamar Chase, Christian Bell, Elijah Wood. Brian G, you had Fox, Ray Lewis, Shatner, Undertaker, Hoffman, and Brosnan. Chad, De La Cruz, Diesel, Irving, Sheen, Michael B. Jordan, and Brad Pitt. Brad W, you have Sanders, that's Barry Sanders, Rainn Wilson, and Giancarlo Esposito. Shannon, Jefferson, Murray, and Stiller. Nate, you had Stone Cold, Applegate, Drew McIntyre, Post Malone, Pedro Pascal, and Marine Cheech. Jonathan R, you had Iverson, Yordan Alvarez, and Jose Altuve. Those are both Houston guys, right? I think so. David J, you have Bijan, Ice-T, and Katie Seagal. I want to say you had those up for trade. Nick asked about buying. Oh, you just commented too. Nick asked about buying, David, if you wanted to sell. I know you were saying you were trading, but if you want to sell, he's willing to grab Seagal from you. If you're just looking to trade and not sell, then no big deal. But I don't think I heard an answer on the Facebook page. Tim, Tyson, Barry, and Vincent, David J, Hill, McGregor, and Lambert, scorching at Pacino, Hull, and Holland. Jonathan R, Matthews, Tomlinson, and Emilio Estevez. Brian W, Rodman, Wilkins, Howard, Bradshaw, Singletary, Bianca Belair. Yes, Sal Segal. Okay, so Nick, you're going to buy that one for 4. I'll put your name down here. I'm going to keep you green because you're green on the other side. Maybe it'll bring you good luck. Maybe it won't. And then, David, you just minus 4 from your payment on that one since they're $4 a piece to make 12 total. Chad, you grabbed, or Brian, did I finish yours? Rodman, Wilkins, Howard, Bradshaw, Singletary, Belair. Chad, you had Becky Lynch. Johnny Depp went to Vlad. So did Leo DiCaprio. David J, you had Marino and Blair as solos, and then Tom Berenger's our one solo. We're down to our last 2 Funkos. This series is still available. I'm back and forth whether I want to buy more. I want to. I can tell it's slowing down a little bit, but maybe not enough to not buy them. I think it's a fun product, something different. It's cheap, fun to take a stab at it. So we'll see. Maybe I'll buy more. But we're down to our last 2. So 1 right now, 1 next week. Jeff's got Eli Manning for his guest. Okay, got it. Well, let's roll. We're down to 2 bucks. So 2 items here. You guys in your AFC North, AFC West, but it's close. NFC East, South right behind. NFC Northwest right behind that. AFC East, AFC South getting no love. We'll get it, I guess. We're down to boxes 4 and 2. Let's roll the dice and figure out which one we're going to open first. 4 or 2. First roll. Of course. And that counts. 4 is the number. 100% roll so far. I'll take it. 4 we said, so 2 is going away. All right, good luck all. Come on, Pictured Headliner. Come on, something cool. I also thought about getting some of the Funko series from Hit Parade. A little more expensive, but there's some fun stuff in those too, so we might do that. But I want to do like the multi-sport, multi-industry thing more than just one sport. I think it's a little more fun to have mix and match with everything. So we'll see. I might grab some of those. A few new products from Hit Parade already came in. Bats are here. HP NFL cards are here. So there's some stuff around the corner. Here we go. Good luck all. 3, 2, 1. That is football, and that is he's out for the season, right, with an injury. Great player, though. That's Tyreek Hill, and he was claimed earlier. I'm almost positive. Tyreek Hill, he was. David J, taking Tyreek Hill and getting the hit. You're good, Jay. I'm going to read them off now, too, just in case when we get there, because baseball's next. David J hitting the Tyreek Hill Funko for the Dolphins. That's a nice one. Funko number 180. It is Beckett certified as well. Nice big white paint pen on the screen there. Nice. I don't think we pulled a Hill yet, have we? Out of all the boxes? He's been in every series, but I don't think we've pulled one yet, unless I'm forgetting one from the very beginning. That could be the case. David, nice hit. Tyreek Hill, Miami Dolphins. Good start. By the way, guys, the bounty today, if we win it, we're back to mini because we did horribly on the full-size chance. We'll bring the full-size back soon. Darrelle Revis was one previously. It was traded for a hockey jersey, so I'm using them both now. Chris Carter, Darrelle Revis are both. You just have a choice if someone wins tonight. All right, let's go to the baseball jersey. I'm going to read off all the names. I'm going to pause on the ones that are for sale just so you can, if anyone wants to buy them, if there's more here or less here, I don't know, different people here. In the start, there's a chance to buy or sell those. Down to 3 boxes. We'll figure out what box here in a second. Charlie, you have Griffey, Winfield, Merrill, Pettit, and Churio. Pettit was requested by someone. Was it Elliot? Someone asked in the chat, and I typed, or in the post, and I typed there, but I don't know if there was a response to that or not. Brad, Skeens, Canseco, Yelich, Soriano, Alvarez, Trout, Gooden, Schilling, Raines, and LaRussa. Steve, you had Kershaw, Schmidt, Carew, Molina, and Valdez. Larry A, you had Witt, Dawson, Chipper, Imanaga, Springer. You had Bo Jackson, Tatis, Glavine, Guerrero, and Julio Rodriguez. Jay, you had Jenkins. He has up for sale for $3 each. Mookie Betts, James Wood, and Reggie Jackson. Chad, you have De La Cruz, Andrew Jones, Brendan Rodgers, Marcell Ozuna, Gary Sheffield. Larry V, you had Sheen, Gibson, Cepeda, Gunnar Henderson, Mason Wynn. Nate, you had Pete Rose, Burnett, Kaline, Alomar, and Simeon. Brad W had Nolan Ryan, Bregman, Jim Thome, Ronnie Mauricio, and Miguel Cabrera. David J, you claimed Acuna, Justice, Alvarez, Ramirez, and CJ Abrams. Scorching, you have Ichiro, Boggs, Ortiz, Perry, Piazza, Bonds, Gordon, Palmer, Langford, and Hamels. Jonathan R, Ripken, India, Schmaltz, Torre, and Lou Brock. Elliott, Rivera, Sutter, Mayo, Molitor, and Frank Thomas. Jay, you had Horner. You already sold 2 of these. Birdsong still available for 3, and Fisk is still available for 3. Paid Birdsong, Carlton Fisk. You also claim Sosa. You have McLean, Alex Rodriguez, Roy Oswalt, Adrian Beltre. Those are all up for $3. Obi claims Zobrist, and he has Hoffman, Arenado, Mazeroski, and Papelbon up for $3. Craig, you bought DeGrom. Daryl, you bought Pedro Martinez. Nick, you bought Cruz. And it looks like Eric just bought Mookie Betts for $3. Run out of colors. Gotcha, Eric. Eric, you have credit, I believe, $3 from before, so maybe that's why you're claiming, maybe not. Anyways, that pays for that. Daryl, you're taking Fisk. Juan Soto was claimed by Craig. Ozzie Albies is our final solo left for $3. You'll take Beltre too? Okay. You got it. Where's Beltre at? Is he up here or down here? Right here. Okay, we're going to get rolling. Last call on Papelbon, Mazeroski, Arenado, Hoffman, McLean, Alex Rodriguez, Roy Oswalt, Hayden Birdsong, James Wood, and Reggie Jackson. Those are all $3 solos, as well as Ozzie Albies. Good luck, all. Let's find a box. Those are still purchasable if you'd like to while I'm grabbing the number. 3, 4, and 5 is what we have left. 3, 4, 5. So, Jay, you sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of your spots. Obi, they've all stayed with you so far. Just so you guys can keep track. 3, 4, 5. Keep it up. Nope, there's a 1. That doesn't work. Oh, and then I roll a little too far, but that one does work. Another 4, like earlier, 4 works. Fix the camera so it's not so dang high. 4 is what we're going with. Chad will take Reggie Jackson. I'm giving you purple or pink, I guess. Chad, I've got you on Reggie Jackson. Jay, that's a 7 spot sold for you. So minus 21 from those. We're doing box 4, which is right in the middle. 3 and 5 are going away. I'll take them back after we do the hockey jerseys. Just gonna put Tyreek up top. Okay. A little bit of time there to buy the solos. We're going to move on to box 4. Good luck, all. See what we get here. We'll do a double cut. Next up is the East Coast hockey jerseys. It's a double boxer. Did that cut all the way? Yes, it did. East Coast double boxer. There's just 2 solos left. Peter Kochetkov, Hurricanes Home Fanatics Premium, and Vincent Trocheck, Rangers Fanatics Premium. I went to the Rangers game on Saturday. They had they were doing Hockey Fights Cancer Night. By the way, I thought that they wore the Hockey Fights Cancer jerseys. They never wear them. It's just like a sellable jersey on the side. I have a few in the PC that are signed, but they were wearing them pregame, and then they came out wearing their other ones, both teams. Anyways, they had a cancer survivor out on the ice, and Clayton Keller and Trocheck. Trocheck was representing the Rangers with a little puck drop, so it's kind of cool. Okay, I can't remember. I'll just do it this way so I don't ruin the side. Oh, okay. Here we go. Good luck, all. Flop out of there, please. 3, 2, 1. I know who that is. Gotcha, Daryl. I don't know why I assumed that they would be wearing them during the game. I was like, this is cool. I got to go to the game where they're wearing the Hockey Fights Cancer jerseys. But they all wore them like walking into the stadium, the mascot, but then they didn't wear them for the game. It makes sense, I guess, but I thought maybe they'd wear them. Headliner alert. Beautiful. Number 44. Back at certified. Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie hitting on the Reds jersey. A red Reds jersey. Ellie was claimed by, I'm pretty sure, Chad. Chad, you had Ellie getting a headliner there. I love it. Sorry to everyone else. Congrats, Chad. That's a great jersey. Now, I think you've been claiming them in the Funko, too. If you can hit the Funko, you'll be sitting pretty. I want to say you hit the ball or the bat or something a while back, too. Getting closing in on the quad Ellie. Ellie De La Cruz, Cincinnati on the front. It is a custom, obviously. Some of these are authentic, but this one is not. The majority are not. 98% are not, I would say. Maybe even more. But some of the headliners, when we hit them, will be authentic. So just in case. There are very clear telltale signs, but I always get people asking, so I will let you know. Nice hit, Chad. Ellie De La Cruz. Love it. Carlos taking the Rams in the 4-box. Got you, Carlos. Thank you. Good luck to you. So Tyreek Hill, I didn't even realize, and that's the division you guys have 12% on, AFC East. It's all right. We'll just forget it. You guys don't believe him anyway, so what's one going to do? Rams. Let me turn the screen back on here and let's get caught up. Rams going to Carlos. We're almost to the football portion. We'll do Racky first, then Big Al's. We have East Coast first, but just Vegas, Jets, and Washington left in the 4-box. And that'll close us. Well, let's focus on still here on East Coast. Kochetkov and Vincent Trocheck are $13 solos, and then we're ready to go. I'm going to just check and see if maybe my kids decided to not, or my wife decided to not get my kids. She did not loop me in on that one. Afton, come downstairs for a second. Okay, I'm going to, just since there's two, I'm going to lower these down to $10 for these solos. Last call on Kochetkov and Trocheck for 10. This is a 2-boxer. Hey, did Mom talk to you?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
That Erica's going to pick us up and go to her house.
Oh, instead of going with her? Okay.
And then Mom's going to pick us up to go home after.
Okay. You guys probably could just stay here. Since you're not being little brat heads. Do you want to call Erica on your watch and tell her that, or do you want to go play with Vivi?
We can
go. Okay. All right. Will you close the door and you go upstairs? Okay. Take both of them for $10, so it's $10 each. I got you on both of them, Jeff. Elliot, just behind on Trocheck. I appreciate you. I'm going to put an asterisk since these ones are 10. Oh, gosh. Music back on. Okay, let's read off the randoms here. Appreciate you guys. We're good to go. We'll get our boxes in a second. I'm going to copy these now. Down to 10 boxes, halfway through our 20. Joseph, you have Waugh and Giroux. Jonathan R. Fuhr and Stutzel. I don't know why I struggle with that one. Keller and Gudis. Brett, you had Bedard and Palat. Christian, you had Sakic and Kempe. Brian W. Wolf, Mercer, Hasek, and Fleury. Larry V. Moog, Ekholm, Barkov, and Panarin. Jake G, you have Ovechkin and Hellebuck. Joseph, you have Esposito, Weegar, Chelios, and Taves. Daryl, you have Nyes and Newhook. Look at that random, Daryl. That's not bad. Scorching, got your Canadians. Solani and Wool. Blaine, you had Shen, Dobes or Dobbs. Dobes probably. Kyrou and Sanderson. Jeff H, Vasilevsky, Barbashev, Carlson, and McMichael. Brian W had Schwartz and Myers. Jonathan R, Askarov, and Lilleberg. David J, you had Faber and Scheifele live. Brett as well live. Heiskanen and Cam York. And then our solos, Kraus to Daryl, Extall to Nick, Kochetkov, and Trocheck to Jeff H. Got those copied. Let's get our 2 boxes going here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Top 2 boxes, what we're going to open on the 7th roll. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hit it. I'm going to wait for it. There it goes. And 7. 25 and 38 are our numbers. 25, 38. Let's share and get my list up. Let me just take this stuff back, guys, so I don't have it sitting all over the place. Oh boy, that almost fell off. Okay, as we know, we have Burns, Zuccarello, Barbashev, and Giordano as trades. Come on, Gretzky. I'd love to see Gretzky come out tonight as well. We've hit 2 pictured headliners. Let's see if we can get another one or maybe even a locked community hit. Top 2 left Oilers would be sweet. Okay, let's see where we go. Box 25 up first. Thanks for joining, guys. Radke coming up next. Did I show that? I did 25. Gretz bounty is Christian has a bounty on the Gretzky. You guys know it. 2 for 1 is what he's offering. Ovechkin and McDavid, I believe, right? Okay, here we go. Look at this name. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The guy that we can't seem to pull whenever he's in the series, can't even pull him from my series, it feels like. There he is, the man that for some reason won't play when he comes to town here. Yeah, it's like, that's him. That won't play when he comes to town. I keep having to watch in the backup. That is East Coast certified Tampa Bay Lightning, Andrei Vasilevsky. One of the best goalies in the game for the Lightning. Beautiful jersey. Vasi hitting there. And that was claimed down the road, wasn't it? Vasi, Jeff H. It's not Gretzky, but it's Vasi. Beautiful classic blue Lightning jersey. Adidas Pro. Going to Jeff. Nice hit, Jeff. Think how many times we've had Vasilevsky claims and just can't pull him. Here he is. Lightning. Fight strap there. Great hit. I'll take 88 to 99. Oh, boy. Nice hit, Jeff. Congrats. I feel like it's been forever. I know we've hit him in my series. He's back in and hasn't come out yet. We've hit him before. I'm sure we've hit him in our series in the past, too, but it's been a little bit of a wait, it feels like. Great hit. He is a picture deadliner. Another one. We've hit 3 now, all in a row. Hal, Kopitar, Vasilevsky, right down the middle. So we got 5 lefts, 2 left over there that are possible. I forgot he was a headliner. He's one of those ones that I talk about, plug and play. You know, they could have chosen a couple other guys to put in the stead, just like the Kopitar. Both great hits. Not lockable names, but you want to hit guys like Vasilevsky, that's for sure. Great hit. Jeff, congrats. Okay, Box 38, box 2 of the hockey jerseys. We'll be down to 8 left. We'll do 2 more on Wednesday. There'll be 21 claims instead of 22. Slowly going down until we have a lot less to claim. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Man, do I love that these two guys came out on the same night. I really do. They go hand in hand when you talk about goaltending. This is a Winnipeg Jets jersey, East Coast COA. Great hits, both of them. Andrei Vasilevsky and now Connor Hellebuyck. Two guys that have been claimed that sometimes go unclaimed, but two of the probably top 5 goalies in the league right now. Shesterkin's up there. I mean, there's a couple of guys that are having good seasons. I don't know if I'd... One is good in the playoffs, and one is a dumpster fire in the playoffs. Yeah. One is very good in the regular season. I haven't really paid attention to him this regular season, though. Hellebuyck was not claimed today. We'll see where he went as a random. Hellebuyck. There he is. The Ovechkin spot, which Ovechkin got claimed later than I would assume today. Jake G. You're keeping that streak going, Jake. I want to say you hit last week. Maybe it was my series. Maybe it was this series. I can't remember. Hitting Connor Hellebuyck, Jake. Nice hit. Beautiful jersey, too. Love hitting Vasilevsky and Hellebuyck on the same night. Two excellent goalies. Winnipeg Jets classic here, too. Right on. That's cool. Congrats, you two. Sorry to everyone else. Some fun jerseys there. Hard to complain about either of those names, other than the fact you could say you didn't own them. Great hits, both East Coast COA. Hellebuyck and Vasilevsky. I love it. I've got more than a couple of each of those guys in my PC, so I'll always take... Oh, that was another stink bug. Jeez. It's just thread. Don't do this to me. Goalie night, sure was. That's awesome. See if we get a goalie in Big Al's later. There's a few goalies in there, too. We already hit one. We hit Carey Price from Big Al's on Saturday, so I guess we're just keeping up the trend with goalies. And the other Carey Price arrived today. Weird. That's supposed to be for my PC, but I might keep it around for the series later on, since Price was in for 36 hours. All right, guys. Time to move on to the football portion of the night. Let's go up here. Hellebuyck picture headliner, right? No. Could have been, in my opinion. Okay, we're going to do Racky first, guys. We're down to our last 3 boxes. We're either going to do 1 tonight or 2 tonight, and then the other 1 or 2 on Wednesday. Probably 2 tonight, 1 Wednesday, if it goes the way I want it to. We still have 3 left in Big Al's full size. It's a 4-boxer. We'll do a 3-boxer live. We'll do an Racky and then some licensed jerseys tonight. The teams that are left are the Raiders, the Jets, and the Commanders. 3 teams left at 43. We'll be to that one here soon. I'm going to close the poll as soon as we get the box number and reveal the player here and those kinds of things. Okay. Tim, you have Tampa Bay. You sold your random to Elliott. That's Carolina. Brian W. at Cincy, Buffalo, Green Bay, Atlanta. Jonathan R. Chicago, New England, Jets, and Baltimore. Tim, you had San Francisco. David J. You bought his random. That's the Jaguars on this one. David L. You had Washington, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Denver, Houston, Indy. Brad, Breaking Brad, you had Cleveland, Seattle, Tennessee, Dallas. Bill S., you had the Giants and Arizona. David L., Miami and the Chargers. Shane, you had Philly and New Orleans. Scorching, Vegas and Kansas City. Why is Kansas City missing? I guess I typed it in. I don't copy on the backside. Kansas City is missing the T. Obi, Minnesota, and the Rams. Well, let's get a box number. Down to 3, 3, 6, and 8. Top one on the 7th roll will be the box we open first tonight. He's getting December series ready for me. Should be here for next week. I don't know what the theme is yet. He said he'd let me know. We're going to be the first ones to have it. So November to remember what they're doing now. I don't know if he sold a ton of those. So I mean, sure he has, but not outside of TikTok. So we said we're going to skip that one. We're going to go to the December series for us. There's 2, 3, 4. I hit it. 5, 6, and 7. As soon as I know what the new series is, I'll let you guys know so you can make your plans. Box 6 is what we're rolling with first on the 7th roll. Box 6. Let's get rid of 6. Okay, I'm going to close this. The poll is tied. We need some extra voters. As soon as I see it flip, I'll close the poll. It's 32% for the AFC North and West and the NFC East South. So it's tied right now. Let's see if anybody gets any credit to use tonight. I said a player that was drafted first overall in their draft class. 6 here. I think I saw a correct guess. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, if you got a brownie, although they may have a couple, huh? That's what happens when you finish towards that side of the league. Browns Rave. Anybody get the credit? 3, 2, 1. So I think someone said Baker, and I guess I could have a Rave Baker, but that is Myles Garrett. I know I saw one Myles Garrett at least. Let me go back up. Someone guessed Myles Garrett. Who was it? Who was the magic Myles guess? There's one. Vlad. Were you the only one, Vlad, that said Myles Garrett? I think it was just Vlad. So please let me know if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. So Vlad, you're in self 10 credit. How about the poll? The poll swing? It did. I'm going to end it. Hopefully it doesn't go back to being tied. NFC East, NFC South, what you're going for? You're down 1 right now. Hopefully those divisions just don't hit as much, and you don't have to worry about the Tyreek Hill being the spoiler. Myles Garrett's there. We open box 6, what we're going with. I read the randoms. Polls closed. Guesses closed. Thanks for playing my stupid guess games, guys. Congrats, Vlad. I think you might have been the only one to get it right. If someone else did, please let me know. Okay, Racky up first. We'll do Big House next. Yeah, that's a good guess. I don't want to say it's a hard one, but that wasn't like one of the easier ones. This was different. I just grabbed that helmet. I thought, what can I do for a guess for him specifically? It's not obvious. I already did sacks. I can't say like I could, but I figured first overall would make it a little bit medium. Yeah, nice guess, Vlad. Okay, box 6 from Racky. Final 3 of this quarterback series. I feel like it's treated us very well. We're down to our last 3. We'll get a new series going in December. See what it's going to be. Christmas series, obviously, but I don't know what the theme will be with it. Oh, yes. Woo! College guess. I have not looked at it yet. Sorry. It's been, I don't know how many years we've done Gold Rush and we didn't do it this week. This is the time for college guesses. And remember, guess wisely because it's not Gold Rush, it's Radkey for this one. We'll probably keep doing Radkey. We'll see how it goes. I need to for sure do it today because we had Jonathan R. is going for 3, which is big. It could be the first 3 guess winner, which would be a full-size helmet. He's already won some credit. If the 3 doesn't go through, he'll default back to the credit. I don't do both, so if you get 3, you get the helmet. You don't get the credit with the helmet. Bill B, you also are on 1, so you're trying to go for 2. So this is the college guess time since Gold Rush is not here this week. I'm going to let you guess on Radkey for the next little bit. Might as well. Let's have fun. So what am I going to guess? I think we have a quarterback. I'm probably gonna copy some of you guys. I feel like Ohio State's a decent guess for tonight, so I'm gonna say Ohio State. Ohio State's my guess. We had LSU, Marshall, OSU. Albie's looking for that Moss, and you have Minnesota, don't you? Yep, that'd be cool. OSU, Alabama, Georgia, OSU, Oklahoma, Michigan, Ohio, Bama, Miami, LSU, Florida, Georgia, LSU. Okay, Bunch of guesses there. If you get it right, guys, you move on to next week. Bill B, you got a chance to win some credit tonight. We'd hold off on it until you guessed the third time. It's just be on Mondays. And Jonathan, all eyes on you. If it's, who'd you have? Miami, then you win a free full-size helmet. We'll do it at the end of the stream if that's the case. If not, don't be sad. You still won some credit, $50 just for guessing colleges. My Utes eked back their win. That was awesome. At some point at the end of the game, I was leaving to go to the hockey game, and I said, "Go BYU, I guess," because it'd be fun to watch them if we can't be in. And then got to the hockey game and was listening to it on the way down. We won, so then I said, "Go Cincinnati." But Cincinnati, Nate, didn't hold up their end of the bargain. I don't think we're going to make it in, but I think we had a small chance. We still have a small chance. I think Texas Tech has to kill BYU in the championship game, and then maybe we eke in. Maybe not. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. Guesses are there. Thank you for reminding me. I would have blown right past that. I see a team and a style that doesn't, it gives it away, doesn't give it away. There's a couple guesses I have with this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a Giants. It looks like a Flash. Their Blaze looks very similar, but I'm pretty sure this is Flash. It wouldn't be Blaze. Duh, it's an authentic, so it's a Flash. It almost looked a little too cherry red for the Flash, like I thought it was Blaze, but there is no such thing as a true Blaze authentic. Only Blaze replicas. New York Giants on a Flash authentic. Is it the quarterback series guy or is it someone else? Who had the Giants? Spot 12, Bill S. hitting the Giants on a Flash authentic. I mean, Eli, you go Ole Miss. Anyone guess Ole Miss? If it's not Eli, Malik Neighbors, you got LSU. You got a couple other guys, UNC for Lawrence Taylor. Who we got? 3, 2, 1, or a guy I'm not even thinking of. I actually dig this helmet. I don't think we've pulled him yet. Actually, we did. We pulled him from Fire Factory once. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Penn State. You know how bad I was badly hoping for that to be an Eli Manning Flash authentic because we see less and less Eli these days. I'm pretty sure that's Abdul Carter, and I'm pretty sure he played Penn State. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Beautiful helmet. Flash authentic. Abdul Carter for the New York Giants on a Flash authentic. That's beautiful. NFC East, isn't that what you guys picked? Penn and A&M? Are you saying Penn A&M? Oh, I'm going to look this sucker up. Oh, he's a linebacker. Penn State. Pennsylvania A&M. Yeah, Penn State 3 years. 12 sacks his last year, 11 sacks the first 2 years. New York Giants first round, 3rd overall pick. Only 2 picks after the Myles Garrett, Abdul Carter. Great hit, Bill. Congrats. And that's Penn State. I don't think anybody had Penn State. There was a few that had a chance based on the guys I was talking about, but not a bunch. Sandusky, that's insane, huh? All right, guys, let's keep it rolling. Nice hit, Bill. Congrats. Let's do Big Al's. We've got Vegas, Jets, and Washington to get us closed up. As soon as we're done with that, we'll get into some live fills. Vegas, New York Jets, Washington. Last 3. I stopped at the very end, Nate. I'm still a little careful. Ray, I know you claimed before I typed that, but still just pay 40 for Vegas. I had already decided to do that. So 40 for Vegas, 40 for Jets and Washington as well to get us closed up. So I'll put an asterisk there for you, Ray. Jets and Washington closes 40 each. I'm going to read off who has who. and then I will get some boxes. Zach taking Washington. Had to put in some Washington helmets just to be safe. I wasn't even paying attention. You guys were like, that's 3 in a row. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is. Okay, just the Jets left. But in this one, Bill, we've got you with Arizona, Jacksonville. Tim, Atlanta. There goes Nate taking the Jets. Jets. Nate, I got you. Good luck. Nate, I even asked around a few places and looked to see if I could trade that dang Bradshaw for TJ Watt. I don't know. TJ Watt stuff's kind of drying up a little bit. And Terry Bradshaw's, he just did some signings, so it's a little more easy, but we'll find one. Bill, Arizona, Jacksonville. Tim, Atlanta. Brian, Baltimore. Zach, Buffalo. Sam, Carolina. Greg, Chicago. Brant, Cincy. Brad, you had Cleveland. Bill S, Dallas. David, you had David J, you had Denver. Tim, Detroit. Bill S, Green Bay. Nate, Houston. Greg, Indy. Ty, you had Kansas City. Scorching, Las Vegas. Nick, the Chargers. Carlos, the Rams. Brian, Miami. Brian G, Minnesota. That's Brian W with Miami. Jeff R, you had New England. Brad, New Orleans. Jonathan R, the Giants. Nate, the Jets. Yoni, you had Philadelphia. Bill S, Pittsburgh. Zach, San Francisco. Nate, Seattle, Tennessee combo. David J, Tampa Bay. And Zach, you claimed Washington for us. So let's get 4 boxes. I can close the screen there. We will do a live fill 3-boxer right after this, guys. I don't know if we're going to do a 2-box at the end of the stream, so if you want to get into Big Al's, the next one might be the last one. We'll have to see who's around. We'll do Racky after that. I think we're down to 1 authentic, 1 rep still, so don't let that ever skew you, though, guys. We put big name reps all the time. Sometimes they're bigger on the reps than the authentic. So then we'll do some jerseys tonight. I added over the weekend we added Pat McAfee, just barely, and Nakua. But who did I just barely add? Bryce Young's one of them. I also added Matthew Boldy for the Wild. Haven't seen his jersey for a little bit. And I added Jalen Rose, Pacers, Pinstripe, Mitchell and Ness. A couple other new ones last weekend, but I can't remember who they are. So some fun jerseys there. Need to add a Chad Powers? Yeah. I need to watch that. I haven't even watched any of that yet. Okay. Got my cross off the ones from Saturday. Nobody guessed dang Penn State. You're so close to being the first 3-personer. It'll happen eventually. Maybe Racky will make it easier. I don't know. Or harder. 1, 2, 3, 4. That sounds like that Outcast song. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been a while, but yes, my address is the same. I like the way you're thinking, Jeff. Call. Just checking in, making sure I know that you still live there after all this time in the last hit. The Catfish, not a great show, but I liked it. Is it called The Catfish? The Chad Power Show? I thought it was called something else. I know he catfishes them. Is that the name of the show? 45 is our first number. I know it's not on, that's the team. Okay. I know it's not on Netflix. It's on something else, isn't it? Hulu or Apple or something. 45, 40. Man, we just keep pulling low numbers from the series. I'm going to have to like rearrange so that the wall isn't empty and the shelves are still chuck full. 75. The middle episodes are mid, but overall funny. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. I don't mind that actor. 47. Jeez, 45, 40, 75, 47. All right, guys. Let me grab them. We'll come back, rip these. We'll do a live fill 3-boxer right after this. Who's playing tonight? It's Carolina and San Francisco. The Christian McCaffrey Bowl, right? 7-0 San Francisco. Who scored for San Fran? Don't tell me McCaffrey. Where is it? Any rival helmets in the series? The new ones that just came out. That's a good question. I might have one. I can't think of any off the top of my head. It's a great question. I know you're interested in the Patriots one. Those ice ones are cool. The Bills ones are cool too. Jennings. $45.40. $75.47. All right, guys, let's get rolling. We got. I never verified if that was your division, by the way. Did you guys go NFC East for the Giants? You did. NFC East, NFC South. So you're tied 1-1. Both the East Souths have hit. The North West have not hit yet. Right? Not any football besides those two items. Okay. Good luck, all. We will do a live fill right after this. 3-boxer. Packers were horrible. Do we have a rival uniform that we've worn already? I know we've worn a couple of our throwbacks. Am I just forgetting? Oh, yeah, I liked ours. You don't like the ones with like the helmet that looked like a leather helmet? I didn't mind those. Yeah, I know, and it looked kind of like our old throwbacks we've worn before anyways, but just the leather helmet. I don't mind those. I don't think my wife liked them either, but whatever. Okay, 40. Series 36. 0 Wonka on this one. I'm a big fan of just changing things up. I like seeing different stuff. I like our white jerseys. I really, really, really liked the Rams black jerseys with the yellow and dark blue on them with the black helmet. I thought those were really slick for the Rams. That's right. They did do that. The Illinois, the college team last year. I remember that. I guess maybe we just copied that. I don't know. See a name, but it's crossed out. I don't think that's who this is. Oh. Still have a few of these hanging out in the series. I told you guys I added some. 3, 2, 1. I think it was 2 series ago or last series. I took a couple of fan favorite VSR 4s I had here and added them into the series. Here's one of them. This one's got the bigger face mask on it, so it sits not as flush as the other ones. Almost looks like the old kicker helmets, but it's the kicker face mask, but it's not. Double bar. Denver Broncos, VSR 4. That's been in for a little bit. Who had Denver? Denver was David. David J. hitting on that one. The Lions black is bad, though. I don't mind their black one. Didn't they just wear them? No, they were wearing their dark blue yesterday, maybe. The blue ones are nice. 3, 2, 1. We've got Champ Bailey. Champ Bailey 3 weeks ago. Maybe I think I'm just not a harsh critic, man. I like the different stuff. I like the blackout jersey. I like the bright ones. Champ Bailey, Denver Broncos, Beckett certified VSR 4. I probably still have a couple VSR 4s hanging out in the series. I'll never turn them away. But I did add a chunk in when I normally wouldn't have a few series back. This one may not have been a part of that chunk, though. I'm thinking about it. David, nice hit. Champ Bailey. I just saw something Champ Bailey the other day. News about him or something with a signing or something. I can't remember. David, nice hit. Okay, box 45. Series 36. 0 Wonka. There's the division you guys normally take, AFC West. So it's 1-1-1-0. When the dollar break just joining in, it was Scott. Scott won. Okay. a different route on this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a New Orleans Saints flash. Did we just hit every division? No, that's your division. That helps you. Yes, congrats, Scott. Scott's been on a tear with the dollar break, too. Stick, please. New Orleans Saints flash helmet going to Brad. Breaking Brad had the Saints. I tried to join Brad's stream on Saturday at the game while my wife went to go get some food, and I barely missed it. Let's see what you got, Brad. 3, 2, 1. We just barely saw him the other day, and now I'm questioning whether this is the second Breeze in my series or we pull him from Radke. I feel like we just barely saw a Breeze, but maybe it was longer ago than I thought, and it was probably Radke, not my series, or maybe it was Fire Factory even. Drew Brees. Brad, great hit. Flash. Big time name there, too. I don't often switch stuff around. I'm going to put Breeze in front. I like looking at Breeze's signature. A little room here, too, by sliding some stuff down. Nice hit, Brad. Big time hit there. 0 wonk on the first 2. Oh, I jinxed it. Box 47, Series 36, a big whopping 1-pointer here. 1 point. AFC, NFC, AFC, NFC. We're on a pattern right now. You guys are up 2-1-1-0. Not bad. One pointer here. 3, 2, 1. It does not matter. I can add new helmets in. They're still gonna stretch their wings this series. Apparently, this is the Washington series. Holy cow! I don't think this is not one of the ones that I added in either. This is already a part of the series. Good grief! Washington having themselves this series. 1-pointer, 3.0, Radke certified. Who had that? Was one of the discounted claims going to Zach. Zach, nice hit. Claiming them live here. Both earpieces. It is a Radke cert back there. 3, 2, 1. We got the former Super Bowl MVP, number 17, Doug Williams. Love this helmet. Love the 3.0. Excited to see more 4.0s come out too. 3 and 4 are probably my favorite. 2 just behind and 1 a little bit behind the rest of them. Zach, nice hit. Doug Williams, you getting 1 point with it too. Washington just keeps on hitting. Zach B, 1 point. Zach, you already had a 1-pointer and a 3-pointer, so you're up to 5 total now. Forgot about the Washington. See, sometimes we're our own worst enemies. We don't claim teams because of what we remember, but it just really doesn't matter in this series. First of all, I already loaded with 6+, and if there's an issue with the team, I take care of it. And then sometimes you go 120 helmets without hitting a single team for the original 6. Just Wonka points, or not Wonka, bingo balls. Okay, cut that in there. Zach, nice hit. Doug Williams. Okay, final box from this 4-boxer, box 75. We will do a 3-boxer in the chat right after this. See if we can hit some more fun helmets. And then we'll do a Radke after that as well. We'll go from there. Okay, box 75. Series 36. I said we had 0, 0 Wonka. I jinxed it. Then we had 1, and now we got 6. So 6 points up for grabs here. Oh, I love this helmet. ink on this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going slate. So Flash, Classic, 3.0, slate. So we're 4 different so far from Big Al's. I like that. 4 different teams, too. Now I'm all worried about it since we pulled 18 Washington. 6-pointer going to Washington. Sorry, not Washington, San Francisco. So now I'm just thinking Washington. San Fran slate. Who had the Niners today? Well, there it is. Zach, you doubled up on the last 2. Zach, you had Niners earlier in the day, and then you helped us close with Washington. Doubling up, Niners slate. We got some extra ink on this one. 3-time Super Bowl champ. Roger Craig, number 33 on the Flash. One of my favorite jerseys in my collection. I think I traded Bill for it, or I bought it from Bill. It's a Roger Craig. Or no, it's not Craig. It's Ronnie Lott. Anyways, one of those older Niners crew from the Super Bowl era. Ronnie Lott on an Eclipse, what I've got. Roger Craig, 33. Slate. Zach hitting 2 in a row. Congrats, Zach. All right, everyone else, let's do a quick recap. Actually, before I recap, let me type that in so that I am ahead of the gun here. That was Zach B, and that was Roger Craig. And then we had Zach B. At least that was more than 1 point this time, Zach. 6 points, 11, 24, 25. Okay, as a recap, we had Champ Bailey we started off with. We had Drew Brees, we had Doug Williams, and we had Roger Craig. Let's do a 3-boxer live here in the chat. See where we go on this one. And let's open 3 more helmets. I will sort. Make sure you guys do too. Go top chat, live chat, so you can see the correct order. And then let's start listing these off here. I'm going to grab a drink after I get caught up. Okay, I've got Nick with the Chargers. I've got Bill with Kansas City. If I'm messing these up because it's the stupid @ names, let me know, but I think most of them are pretty self-explanatory. Bill, Kansas City. Jeff R with New England. I've got Mike with Pittsburgh. I've got Nate with Green Bay. New England is gone, John. Sorry. Colts for Brady. That dang NFC North, all close up there at the top, huh? 1 game in between all of them. Stressing me out. We have the Lions on Thursday. Ugh, they're going to want revenge. Green Bay and Colts. Cincy for Brant. I'm already stressed about it. San Francisco for Bill. Kansas City's gone, Elliott. Sorry. Buffalo for Bill B. Bengals are gone. David, sorry. Atlanta for Jake. Chicago for Joseph. Giants for Chris. Joseph, every time you grab a football spot, you end up kicking yourself after for it. Giants, already got Chris. Tampa Bay, Bill B. Arizona for Bill S. Buffalo is gone. I'm not saying just for anything, saying anywhere. I don't think you have great football luck anywhere. Green Bay, Bill S. is gone. Nate, Tampa Bay is gone. Sorry, guys. Dallas for Scorching. Got you, Ray. Pittsburgh for Bill is gone. Dallas for Bill is gone. Vikes for Carlos is there. Let me see when we get caught up here. Vikes. Seattle for Bill S. Got you. Probably going to have about 10 spots left. Maybe a little less than that. 6 spots. I don't know. Detroit is David. Gotcha. David J on Detroit. Vikes, I got you. Philly is Nate. Baltimore. I don't know. That's probably Brian. Brian, is that your @ Brian W. Baltimore? If it's not, please let me know. Miami is Scorching. They got rid of the way I could normally tell who you guys are. Jacksonville, Zach is gone with the combo. Cards also gone with the combo. Indy is also gone. Brady. Here's the teams that are left. There's probably 6 or 7 left. Carolina, Cleveland, Denver, Houston, Las Vegas, Los Angeles Rams. Yes, sir. Perfect. thoughts on New Orleans, New York Jets, and Washington. How many is that? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9. Man, I'm not good at counting. Only 21 claimed. Yep. Okay, 9 left. We got a little bit of work still. Make that 8. Shannon's going with the Browns. We'll do a live fill rag key coming up here soon, and then a live fill licensed jersey. Ray, just behind on Cleveland. I'm going to grab a drink really fast here, guys. 8 teams left to close this. Okay, getting stuck at 8 left. 8 left, and then we roll. We'll do rag key after this. I can check the game here for a second. Dang it, I forgot to do my picks today. Of course I would. Shucks, hell. Nate taking the Jets down to 7 left. I've got hockey to watch tonight. Playing the same Vegas Golden Knights that just beat us when I was there. Jack Eichel was pretty dang good in that game. Jets, Nate, gotcha. Denver going to Zach. Vegas going to David. Carolina going to Zach. Getting closer, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 teams left. Houston, Rams, New Orleans, and Washington. Last 4 teams. Washington has 5 goals. Any Ovechkin? Nope. There's Carlson from the series. Florida has 5. Bennett, the rest are names I don't care about. Forsberg scored tonight. Rangers, who we just beat. Krochak scored. Lafreniere, Edstrom. That Edstrom dude is tall. He looked tall, but the other tall guy didn't play. Rempe, Matt Rempe. I don't know where he was. Tallest guy in the league with the other Tampa Bay guy. Okay, down to 4 still. See how I get distracted? I was going to look at the NFL game and I never checked it. 10-3. Juwan Jennings. All right, guys. And I got lucky. I got the Jazz tickets last night and got to see LeBron James for the first time I've been to a ton of Jazz games, but I've never seen a LeBron game. Usually I don't get those tickets if LeBron's in town. Luka, LeBron. We missed a buzzer beater to beat them. Lost by 2. Okay, we're getting there. I'm going to read off who has who, guys. We're down to 4 teams left. As soon as we get to 2 or so, I'll grab boxes. Bill, you've got the Arizona-Jacksonville combo. Jake, you have Atlanta. Brian W. Baltimore. Bill B. Buffalo. Zach, Carolina. Joseph, Chicago. Brant, Cincy. Shannon, Cleveland. Scorching, you have Dallas. Zach, Denver. David, Detroit. Nate, Green Bay. Brady, you have Indy. Bill S., Kansas City. David J., you have Las Vegas. Nick, you have the Chargers. Scorching, Miami. Carlos, Minnesota. Jeff, New England. Chris C., you have the Giants. Nate P., you have the Jets and Philly. Mike, Pittsburgh. Bill S., San Francisco, and the Seattle-Tennessee combo. Bill B., Tampa Bay. Leaves us with 4 spots. I will do this. Let's do 29 each on who's left. JJ Watt. Nate, is that you claiming Houston? Let me know if so, but the last 4 are 29 to get us closed up. Houston, okay. Gotcha. 29 for them. Rams, New Orleans, and Washington are 29 apiece as well. Yes, there's still helmets for every team in the series. Let's see if you can come through. Don't you blame me. I can't hit you at JJ Watt. I can't hit you at TJ Watt. Oh, man. I'm pretty good at crushing people's dreams, apparently. I don't try to, but it seems to happen. Down to the last three. I read those off, so I'll grab boxes here in a second. Brian taking the Rams. Down to Saints and Washington. Just so everyone knows, if Watt isn't pulled, he will be the next day. Nate, now you're saying that, we actually pulled Watt on Saturday. I'm now remembering we pulled Watt on in Houston on Saturday on our 2-box stream. So if you're claiming just for Watt and you want to drop Houston, let me know. That's no problem at all. Obviously, tons of other fun names that haven't hit for Houston yet, but I just realized Watt did hit. Since we're talking about him coming out after you claimed him, he came out right before you claimed him. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Blaze. Yep, it was a Blaze. The oh so hard to get Blazes. Yeah, Wisconsin too. I claim this roll. Yeah, it's not like it's bad juju if you get, then you drop him and then CJ Stroud comes out. Kind of stuff happens sometimes. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, you know. Okay, down to 2 left. I'm going to roll the bingo balls, though. Let's close this. Yep. I don't need a shake. 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. You can go back in there. And all those 40 numbers that we just pulled. So we're staying low. Authentic from the Chiefs last Super Bowl? I don't remember that. Did you win a JJ Watt authentic? You mean from like the Squares game or something? Did we have JJ come out from a Super Bowl Squares game? 23, Michael Jordan box. Or LeBron's ones that I saw him. 87, Sidney Crosby, Romeo Dobbs. 87. Or are you being sarcastic and somebody else wanted JJ Watt authentic for the Squares game? 15, Patty Mahomes. Man, we're getting numbers that make sense, and they're all low, too. I did from you. Has about okay. Well, I don't remember that stuff. I can't remember what we pulled last week sometimes. Okay, guys, we got just a little bit more work to do here before we get to Radke. Radke's up next, but we have Saints and Washington still left to close this one out. If you've already claimed a couple and you don't want to claim more, please don't. Just wait. We'll see if we can get these last 2 filled up. Nice people jump in and out, too, so. I can grab them, but I want to wait to see if we get the last 2 spots filled up. Goal by Dylan Gunther. It was just told to me on the fantasy, so we just scored. Dylan Gunther. Assisted by Cooley and Schmidt. Okay, I'm going to grab them, guys. I'll come back while we get the last 2 spots filled up. 23, 87, 15. Let me snag them. Just the Saints and Washington left. And then we'll roll once those are claimed. Jeez. I'm like undoing the tape. How does that even happen? Okay. Take the bottom of that bottom box. Caught it on the edge. 87, go over here. 23 over there. 15. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Washington and New Orleans. Last 2 spots. Discounted to 29 each. We'll do Radke after this. We'll do some licensed jerseys after that. Get down a little bit earlier tonight compared to our 7 p.m. stream, 9 p.m. stream. Do I dare open this picture you just sent me? Ah, there it is. Oh, that's right. I remember that one. The visor, the bumper, the Texan bumper. Big old signature on the crown. That's right. I remember that one. Look at that David Bakhtiari amp he got underneath there. Trying to think who that guy is next to him. I see Christian Watson. I love it. D-Bach amp, man. You had to have gotten that from me, too. Love that helmet. Last 2, guys. New Orleans and Washington. Last 2 at... Then we'll roll. We'll try Radke 1 boxer next. Where are we at? NFC West finally got one. Amon Green? Okay. I haven't seen Amon in a while. Those kind of dried up a little bit, too. We had one AFC West in there, too. Who am I missing? So there's 2 NFC East. NFC East, NFC South. Are you guys up 3? Yeah, NFC East, 3-1-1-1. Freeman. A couple of names that I'm not seeing a bunch of lately at all. So last 2 guys, then we roll. There could be times where we could roll a 2-boxer instead of 3 on these 2. I didn't think today would be that day, so apologies for the delay. I like 3 boxes better than 2, but sometimes the price point and the amount of claims, so 2 box for 40, I pick one random one's a little easier to fill sometimes. Let's get Radke copied over. And we'll roll as soon as they're full. Since it's not a third-party product, I don't have as much wiggle room on these to like not let it get sold, especially with the 3 boxer. So I gotta wait till they get filled up. Another assist by Dylan Guenther. Did they score again, or did he just get changed to an assist? They scored again. Take that, Vegas. Cooley scored. Why couldn't he score the game I was at? Wow, same line. A minute and 30 seconds later. Same 3 guys on the assist and the goal, too. Almost there, guys. Just New Orleans and Washington. Last 2, 29 apiece. Then we're ready to roll. Oh, look who got a shutout today. Vasilevsky shut out the Flyers. 3-0. Brandon Hagel with 2 goals. Nate, closing it for us. So I think you're doing what I do. Sometimes I overclaim and close stuff because I'm sick of waiting. You might be doing that. You might not. Good luck, Nate. Good luck to everyone else, too. Gotta keep it moving. I know. Never one person's responsibility, though, so never feel stressed about that. My responsibility. Okay. Good luck. We got boxes 15, 23, 87. 23, 87, 15. We're good to go. We will do a Radke 1 box after this. Pick one random one as well. 15, Series 36, 0 Wonka. You guys are up 3-1-1 in the bounty tonight for either a Darrelle Revis or a Chris Carter mate. So it's looking like good odds right now, good chances. Okay, I'm going to not look at the autograph on this so I can be surprised with you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All I know is that this helps your percentages. Gosh dang it. There's another NFC East. Wowza. You guys swapped from the AFC West over to the NFC East at the deadline. And it was the right choice. Kelsey, do you have Philly? Nate does have Philly. Need them Bearcats. The Bearcats failed me, Nate. I need them to beat BYU, and they didn't. Philadelphia, this is Nate. Nate, congrats. Hitting on the first one here. Beckett. Oh, I know which one this is now. Beckett certification and a Fanatic certification. Why does it have 2, you ask? 3, 2, 1. That is because it's dual signed. Devonta Smith, AJ Brown, dual signed receiver, Eagles lid for the NFC East. That helps you. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Fanatics is Devonta, Beckett is AJ Brown. Now I gotta back up my claim by looking it up. It wasn't your guy. It wasn't Kelsey, but you got a dually here. I think it's hard to say Devonta Smith is underrated, but I think he's underrated. I was right. A.J. Brown on the Beckett, so that means the Fanatics is Devonta Smith. Nice hit. Dual sign. That's going to take a blunder to lose now. I think you guys won the bounty already. That's 4-1 to 1-1. Right? Yeah. Sheesh. The one time I don't take Phil, you have had him the last few times, Yoni. Sheesh. Isn't that how it works sometimes, man? I'm sorry. You think, all right, screw it. Eagles are never going to hit. You don't claim them then. Why is this one so... Even the bottom is... That's the one that I messed up? Or was that in the first set? Open to trades, Yoni. Yes, you want to trade. 1 pointer, by the way. I gave that away, obviously. If I don't do it now, I'm scared I won't, and it'll get shipped at the bottom, half open. This topic's loose too, but I'll open it now and tighten it up. 1 pointer. 23. You got any J.J. Watt or T.J. Watt jerseys? Goodness, I think I see. This is probably the right person, too. It is. It is the person that I saw. Honest, just part of the box floating around in there. Negatory. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got another 3.0, and it's the dang. You got the quad. Eagles, Commanders, Giants, and Cowboys. The NFC East all showed up. You guys picked the right division today. Someone's going to be winning one of those minis unless there's a huge blunder. I don't even think you have to have 4 straight. 1, 2, both jerseys would have to be that. The rack, you have to be that. I think you guys are pretty dang safe. Who had Dallas? Dallas was Scorching. Ray hitting the Cowboys STS 3.0. Love these helmets. This one is Beckett certified. Ray, you've got yourself beauty. Michael Playmaker Irvin, number 88 in box 23. I was going to say it was almost an 87, one off, but Michael Irvin, Cowboys STS 3.0, beautiful hit. I'm still trying to add Irvin to my PC too. I bought a bunch of the series, but I didn't buy one for myself. I'll hit one eventually. Did I say that was points? I did. 1 point for Ray. Ray, nice hit. First Irvin anything. He just did a signing, so there's like more out there. So I feel like I got a chance to finally grab an Irving without just like buying one. It's not as fun to buy one. I want to hit one. But the problem is the only place I ever take Dallas is with Brad. I don't take Dallas much other places very often. Hold on, let me get your points here. 1 pointer. Sorry, points is the wrong word to use. Point. Scorching, Michael Irvin. Scorching 1, 11, 24, 25. One more to go, and then we're going to do our Racky box. One of our remaining 2 is all. Nice hit, Ray. Beautiful helmet. Okay, box 87. 87. Series 36. I whined about Wonka, and now it's just caking them on. 4-pointer. Who's tagging me? 3 tags. No thanks, no thanks, no thanks. And back to over here. Okay. 87, Series 36, 4 Wonka. More points. It's like a 1, a 1, a 6, and a 4. Is that right? Ooh. Red box. Is it a college helmet, or do I have it in a red box just because that's all I had? We will find out shortly. I know the answer. You will know shortly. It is not a college helmet. It's just in a college box. Chargers Classic. I got a few Charger Classics, I'm pretty sure, this series. I know that one. Box. 4 points. Who had the Yargers? The Yargers. Nick. You had them in both breaks, actually, Nick. Could have looked for the wrong one first. Nick F. hitting the Chargers, getting 4 points. Isn't that funny, Nick, that your Charger would be in a red box, college box? There was a time where Nick could only hit college, and it's his favorite thing ever to hit. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. There's one of the Charger Classics. I feel like he was hiding since last series or the series before. It was an awful time. Some still here in the corner. They're beautiful helmets, but Nick just doesn't have any love for the Raves or the college. Justin Herbert. Yeah, not bad at all, Nate. Congrats. Nice hit on the duel. See less and less duels these days. Justin Herbert, classic speed for the Chargers. And we're getting 4 points, I said, right? Let me get to the points real quick here, and then we'll move on to Radke. Nick F., Justin Herbert. That's our 4th box with Wonka today. Nick F. 4, 11, 24, 25. 25. Got him. All right, guys. Congrats, winner. That's a fun 3-box. That's at least not your division, so someone else hit. Dual sign, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith for the Eagles, Michael Irvin, STS 3.0, Justin Herbert Classic. Let's try a Radke live fill here. Let's see if we can get it filled up. And then we'll do some licensed jerseys tonight as well, along with this. 16 spots on this one. So that's 5, and then AFC West is 2. So the AFC West, AFC North has to hit this helmet, and then both jerseys, right, to even just tie, if that's what we're ending with. Good grief. Okay, don't sit on this one yet. Let's see how far we are. I think we're still a little bit behind on this one. Brad, I've got you with Green Bay. Let me refresh here. Brad, Green Bay, I've got San Francisco going to Elliott. Chicago for Bill. Buffalo, yeah, there's a bunch of duplicates too, so just hold on a second. Zach is Buffalo. Did I already say that? I just didn't type it. Ray just behind on Buffalo. Chicago's gone as well, Jonathan. Atlanta is spot 5 for Jake. Spot 6 is New England for Jonathan. England is spot 7. Yeah, we've got a few spots left. Spot 7 is Cleveland, I said, for Brad. Spot is Cincy for Ray. Spot 9, I don't see that one anymore. Spot 9, Detroit for Scorching. And that's where we're at. So 7 left to fill this one. We'll give it a little bit, see if we can get a few more claims going. 9 claims, 7 remain. I'll read off teams that are left when we get a little bit closer, but I'll hang out here for a second. We're going to do licensed jerseys next. If you're waiting around for that, you can take a screenshot of who's left. 64 names starting on Monday. I've got Ray with Minnesota. Baltimore for Jonathan. Down to 5. 5 remain. We're almost there, actually, guys. Stick around to the end if you have some spots, because you're going to have a chance at Carter or Revis, most likely, unless this goes south quick. That would be the biggest felt lead ever, I think, in this. 3 or 4 straight. But they have to all be AFC North, AFC West. They just can't be others. See how I'm kind of talking about, like, it'd be cool to see it. But, I mean, I put them out there every night knowing that there's a good chance you guys will hit it, at least 1-4. Probably giving away 50 items over the last couple of years, if not more. Well, I'm giving away 35. No, we do 2 every series. I don't know. I've probably given away a couple hundred items, I guess. Pittsburgh for Zach. Got you, Zach. Indy for Brian. Got you, Brian. We are down to just 3 spots left. We're getting there. I should have kept track of everything I gave away. And my biggest thing I hate is that I didn't keep track of everything I've hit. I'd love to see a spreadsheet of all the different players I've hit over the years. Joining elsewhere, where I won it, what it was, what style, but I just never did it. I have like an inventory of all my stuff that I own in my collection, jerseys and helmets and everything else, but would have been fun to see everything. I'm sure some of you guys have that, and I'm jealous. I like statistics. Okay, 3 spots left to close this. Here's the teams that are left. The whole names next to them is nice, but use your imagination. Anybody's really possible in Racky. They can throw in whoever they want. From the medium names up to the biggest names you can think of. Arizona, Carolina, Dallas, Denver, Houston, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, Miami, New England, Giants, Jets, Philly, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, and Washington. 3 of those will get us closed, and then we'll move on to some jerseys tonight. Come on, give me another notification. That's a home game. I hope someone's at this game. John Clean, New England, not New Orleans. Oh, I put on the wrong line. I do that all the time. Yes, I did. Thank you, Brian. They get so close, and then I go to type it, and I don't realize that I'm like just barely off, and it goes on the wrong line. So thank you. If it happens once, it's usually one off, so it wouldn't matter, and we just change them. But way better to just do it the right way. Thank you. New England is the correct one. No, he's not there. 3 teams left to close this. Thanks, Brian. Save some potential heartache there. I'm here. I just assume you guys don't want to hear me repeating the same thing over and over. So looking at these scores, but we're 3 away. Let's check and see if I'm supposed to have snow going up to the mountains for Thanksgiving. Doesn't look like it. It's going to be cold, but no snow. Chargers 14, down to 2 spots left for Brian. Got you, Brian. Just in case people mute my lovely voice. I had like a little treat bag down here, and everything's gone. I don't have a single treat down here. for me. Not even a Skittles bag. Oh. Gotta give me those for Halloween. There's one underneath the napkin. Right on. Okay, 2 left, guys, and we'll do some jerseys after this, so we'll attempt to do some jerseys. Losing some numbers. This one's too close to cancel. I think we'll get there. Purple Skittle bags are the best, though. The red ones are not. Purple, then blue, then red. I'm going to copy this just in case, but okay, still at 2 spots. What I'm going to do here is let's run randoms. Final 4 teams will be $18 spots, so we'll just do some solos on this one. So first 14 randoms will go to the assigned spots, and then we'll have 4 half spots, just so we can try a different approach. So let's do that. Okay, 7 times. Last 4 will be up for 18 as soon as you see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Solos are Seattle, Vegas, Rams, and Kansas City. I've got Elliott with the Rams. These are 18, by the way, guys. Vegas going to Ray. Seattle, Kansas City. And then we're there. So we're 1 spot away now, basically. Seattle, last spot. Kansas City closes this. Let's get a box number while we're waiting here. Yeah, 18 for the half spots, correct. The full spot's 36, but since we were struggling to fill it, I just did these last 4 for 18. So ignore these. It's just this half. Okay, let's read off who's got who. Brad, you've got the Bays, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Elliott, San Francisco, and the Jets. Bill S., you've got Chicago, Houston, Zach, Buffalo, New Orleans, Jake, Atlanta, Arizona, Jonathan, New England, Jacksonville, Brad, Cleveland, Philadelphia, Scorching, you have Cincy, Detroit, Minnesota, Carolina, Miami, Washington. Jonathan R., Baltimore, Denver. Zach, Pittsburgh, and the Giants. Brian, Indy, Chargers, Dallas, Tennessee. Jake, you've got Seattle, Scorching, Las Vegas. Elliott, the Rams, and Kansas City's going to Mark. Mark, thank you. Good luck. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for claiming the solos, too. Let's get a box number. Just 3 or 8, so we'll throw these ones up there. We'll do the last one on Wednesday. Which list? This list. We'll do some licensed jerseys after this. I would say hold to pay, though. Let's make sure we can get there first. A little bit slower. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 8 stayed on top like the last 3 rolls. They wanted us to open box 8, so we'll open box 8. All right, there's my list. Licensed jerseys coming up next. Couple Skittles. Save 1 of each color. Saving 3. Roll with 8. Okay. Thanks for helping close that one, guys. Horrible cut. Whoops. There we go. Good luck, all. This is kind of funny. All right, hold it up, bringing it down. 3, 2, 1. I mean, what are the odds? Now, is it the same player? Probably is. Holy cow. I just grabbed the helmet off the back shelf 5 minutes before the stream started. But I predicted it here, I guess. Ooh, Judkins would be sweet. Cleveland was claimed by Brad. Brad hit, and this is their nice rave. Literally pulled out the Garrett for earlier. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. John said Judkins? You guessed that? You're right. I thought for sure that would be Myles Garrett. I thought for sure that would be Myles Garrett. Quentin Judkins, or Quentin Judkins. Is it Quentin? Quinton? Quinshawn, sorry. What a great hit. Brad, nice hit. Quinshawn Judkins. Browns rave, love that helmet too. We're seeing double somehow. Called that one. Okay, let's do a Big Al's 2-boxer. If it fills, we'll do it. If not, we'll call it night. Need him, I don't know, house date. Yeah, that's a cool one. Okay, this will be the last break of the night, guys. We'll see if we can get this one closed up. I'm confident we can, but some nights it slows down, and I get that too. Okay, I already typed in Magic for Larry. Just Mike, you've got Griffey. Gotcha. Griffey, Scorching just barely behind on Griffey. Ellie for Mark. See if we can get 2 Ellie items today. Number 4 for Jake. McAfee. Thought that was a fun new addition. For Obi. Griffey just gone, Bill. Bure is number 6. Pavel up here for Brian. Matt Olson for Jake, number 7. Jake, I got that jersey out today, by the way. It should have been out earlier today, but it popped up for me today and I remembered. So, Huberdeau, number 8. Jonathan Huberdeau. Probably still about 7 short or so is my guess. 8, Brian. Maybe 6 short. 9 is Love. Jordan Love. Yeah, maybe I should have hold on to it, Jake. I didn't even think about that. If someone can grab it, I can always pay to have it come back too. It doesn't cost much. Let me know if you want me to do that, and I can hold it, or I can even call and see if they haven't scanned it yet in the morning. Shannon, got you with Love. Broder. Okay. Will you shoot me a message and ask for tracking so that way you can look at it and see when it gets there so you can have your neighbor grab it? I don't send those out to everybody just because, but if anyone asks, you can always ask and I'll get it to you. But that way you can watch it. Larry Broder. 11 is Stamkos. Where is that? Stamkos for Brian. 12 is Njigba for Scorching. 13 is Hogan for Bill. 14 Jefferson for David. Oops, not KJ. 15 is Dominique Wilkins. We're getting there. 5 away. For Jake. 16 is Robinson for Bill. Gotcha, Bill. 17 is Jokic for Zach. So just 3 away here. And I just realized I didn't update the pictures. It was a busy day, and I get this idea that we're going to start early. I probably shouldn't do it, but I feel like it's helpful. But there's so much to do to get ready for all this that I forgot to post the pictures of the new one. I mean, I think I posted what was going in, but I didn't update the post. So if I show pictures here with 3 left, it's not going to be all the way accurate is what I'm saying. So whoopsies. So let's do this. 3 left. Let's just show you the 3 that got added. I don't know if somewhere. Jalen Rose, Bryce Young, Matthew Boldy, and then I'll let the 3 that I already hit. When I get to them, I'll tell you. But those are the 3 new additions. Let's go up to the top where we can see featured. Oh, it's right there, right in front of me. Okay, I'll update that list too. Not quite accurate. I'll read names that are still available. We have 3 left to close this. Hextall. Price already got hit. That's one of the ones that would have been gone. Cabrera, Nakua, and Byfield, both claimed. Malone and Bettis. Vasilevsky, that's the one we hit today. It was signed on this side, though, on this 8. But still in our series. Hideki Matsui, both claimed. Ray Bork, Herbert, and Sergachev, both claimed. Jim Rice, Rasmus Dahlin, Brock Bowers and CJ2K, Mike Evans and Max Crosby, Jeff Bagwell, Baker Mayfield and Bam Adebayo, Chris Paul, retiring this year. Didn't you say this is last year? O'Neill hit on Saturday. Rod Woodson, Caulfield and Wade Boggs, Vince Carter, Champ Bailey, Mark McGuire, Chris Carter, Chris Webber, Josh Jacobs, Philip Forsberg, Jim Kelly, Adam Fox, Tracy McGrady, Tyler Seguin, Bo Nix, Will Smith, Justin Jefferson. No, he was claimed. Sorry. Brett Hull, Vlad Jr. Did Vlad hit? I think Vlad hit. So hit and claimed. That's the last one that hit. Darrell Rivas, Trevor Lawrence, Adrian Dantley, Patrick Ewing, and Ilya Sorokin. Paul Coffey. That's all. So 3 left to close this. I'll update that picture of tonight and say that I updated it today, even though they're gone, but it'll be where it's supposed to be. So my bad. Let's copy these over, make sure I didn't skip a number or add the number twice. Kind of feels like I added a number twice. That doesn't look like 17 claims to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Okay, 3 left to close this, guys. We'll hang out here for a second. This will be our last break. I don't think we're going to do a 2-boxer after this, judging by the speed of the fills here. We'll call it a night. We'll be back Wednesday. We'll do starters tomorrow. Wednesday, we'll probably have a normal stream for pre-fill. I don't know if the random will be a 3-box or a 4-box. It'll be one of the two. And then we'll only have 1 rad key on Wednesday. I don't think the new series will get to me by then. We might substitute a live fill for something else, maybe. And then we'll do a few other live fills and call a night. We'll drop some stuff on Thanksgiving for the weekend, but we won't be live Thanksgiving. So just if you're sitting around eating, hanging out, you can claim some stuff for the weekend break. Got the Vikings ready tonight. Love it. Perfect. Shannon, was it yellow or white ink? I forgot. 18 for Baker. That's Dustin. Dustin Baker let me down last night. I'm a big Baker fan. I had him in a bunch of my pick'em parlays, and I know he got hurt, but even before he got hurt, it was not the best performance. He'll bounce back, but he let me down, man. He killed me too. White ink. Okay. Were you hoping for white or yellow ink? I think the white looks good on the Rays. Like this Judkins looks really nice with the white ink. Painful to type his name. I love Baker. He can do no wrong. He can, but that's great, Shannon. Okay, 2 spots left. The other ones went out. I don't know when, if that was Saturday or today. No, it wasn't today. It was last week. Or was that all of them? Did they just arrive really fast? No, I don't think that was with the. Well, yes, it was. The Washington and Minnesota stuff was together. You had the other one that just went out today. That's right. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. 2 spots left to close this, guys. These are effectively our last 2 claims of the night as well. We're not alive, right? AFC North. Are we still alive? I'm still alive. If both of these jerseys happen to be football and happen to be AFC North, AFC West, it's a tie. Suckers. Bo Nix for Zach. Thanks, Zach. Good luck to you. And grabbing Herbie to close us. He's like, I need to get my kids to bed. They probably already are. If you guys have kids that go to bed at 8 o'clock, all 4 showed up perfect. Yeah, you had 1 or 2 more today. It was 1 more that went out. I just got confused what went with what, but it was those 4 together, the 2 Washington and the 2 Minnesota. That's right. Yeah, I wish my kids went to bed at 8. Those 2 don't listen to me. They do and they don't. I have to get like a little more loud than I want to be for them to listen to me, though. Houston Blaze, that's right. JJ Watt. Okay, 44 names, guys. Let's run these randoms. The bottom 4 on the last roll will be $10 solos. Just claim them 1 at a time. Be the first to do so, and they're yours for 10. If you sell, trade, whatever, they're $10 a spot. But we'll get to that in a second. 7 times. There's 1, 2, I missed it, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Solos are Josh Jacobs, Hideki Matsui, Philip Forsberg, Ron Hextall. Look at all those falling right into the PC type claims for me. What am I doing? Guys, speaking of, I don't PC Yankees. But if I had a Matsui, I'd probably keep that thing. Does anybody have a Garrett Cole or, I don't know his first name, Schlittler? I think he's newer, right? Yankees. If anyone has Garrett Cole signed anything and they want to sell it to me, let me know. I got someone in my neighborhood that was talking to me about it like it was their favorite thing in the entire world, and I wanted to buy him something. If anybody has Garrett Cole item, let me know. I'm in the market to buy. Nick Hextall. Did you have Hextall in the solos earlier too? It's a double Hextall night. Jacobs. Going to go Buff. That's James. I bet that's James. I know I can't see your dang names. If that's not James, tell me who you are. If it is, just let's be cool about it and just pretend like I'm the smartest man alive. Philip Forsberg was the next. No, Matsui was next for Elliot. Yes, I was right. And then Zach, do you have Forsberg? Yes, you did. I love that Stadium Series. That would be one that I'd put a bounty on to get my PC if someone hits it. If I ever did the whole bounty program, then I'd be doing like half these jerseys. This doesn't make much sense. Okay, we're full. If anybody is gonna sell randoms, now's the time to do it. I'll read off who you have. Jake, he's asking if Caulfield's for sale. Nick is Cole Caulfield. Larry, you have Magic Johnson, Rod Woodson, and Quentin Byfield. Mike, you have Griffey, Boggs, and Bagwell. Hey, Mike, that's a $5 off spot. You landed 3 baseball, which is the hardest one to land 3 of, so $5. Mark, I type it just in case you guys don't have the volume on, so hopefully you see that, Mike, if you're not listening. Mark, Ellie, Seguin, and Rose. Jake, you have Acuna, Dantley, and Darlene. Obi, McAfee, Bailey, and Kelly. Obi, that's a $3 off spot. Brian, Bure, Bork, and Chris Johnson. Jake, Olson, Caulfield, and Lawrence. Brian W., Huberto, Sergachev, and Jim Rice. Shannon, you have Love, McGuire, and Patrick Ewing. Larry V., Brodeur, Hull, and Carter. Brian, Stamkos, Adebayo, and Vince Carter. Scorching, JSN, Cabrera. Why is that? That's why it's not even right in the first place. Cabrera and Matthew Boldy. Bill S., Hogan, Rivas, Sorokin. David J., you had Justin Jefferson, Tracy McGrady, and Adam Fox. Jake, Wilkins, Bettis, and Crosby. Bill, Robinson, Young, and Smith. Zach, you have Jokic, Paul, and Vasilevsky. Dustin, you have Mayfield, Puka, and Mike Evans. Zach, you have Nix, Weber, and Bowers. Herbert, Malone, and Coffey. Nick, you claimed Hextall. Zach, you claimed Forsberg. Elliot, you claimed Matsui. James, you claimed Jacobs. And it was Obi that had 3, right? Pretty sure. Okay, let's see. Is Caulfield for sale? Sure. Okay, perfect. Cole Caulfield. Going to Nick for $10. Willing to buy Ray Bork. Who had Ray Bork? Brian W. has Ray Bork. Brian, if you want to sell Bork to James, let him know. Thanks. Good luck. Good luck. Carter, Byfield, Woodson for sale. Byfield, Woodson, and Chris Carter are up for $10 apiece. Rob Woodson, Ravens, Nike. Quentin Byfield, Kings, Adidas. Chris Carter, Vikings, Mitchell, and Ness. Brian's going to keep Ray Bork. Is Fox for sale? Fox was over here somewhere. David J., you've got Adam Fox, Rangers Stadium Series. If you want to sell for $10, you'd pay 20. He'd pay 10. Let Elliot know. If you want to keep, you keep. I'm afraid I just saw. Dave's going to keep. Kate. Shannon's going to take Chris Carter from Brian. No, that's Vince Carter. Chris Carter right here. Larry. Okay, David, so you just paid 10 for that one. Is McGuire for sale, Shannon? Mark McGuire. Let James know. Quentin Byfield, Rod Woodson, last 2 up for sale there. And Shannon's going to pass on getting rid of Mark McGuire. Okay. Last call. I'm going to get these rolling, and if they're not AFC North and AFC West, we'll roll the names through and get some winners. Get a winner for the Rivas or Carter mini. Every time we do a football mini, it goes to someone in the hockey break. Let's see if we change that trend. Always makes me laugh because it goes to a hockey person. Most of you guys like all sports, though. This is the wrong cage. That's the full-size cage. We need the jersey cage. You guys can still sell trade while I'm doing this. I just am getting it rolling. Okay, tuners, here we go. 1, 2. Go back in your home. Give me my pen, please. First number, 24, 2, 4. Next number is, I thought it was 99, but it's 66. 6, 6. Okay, 24 and 66. Let me grab them, guys. Again, Rob Whitson, Quentin Byfield out. Good year. Your birthday year? I was going to say that's my make you feel older, but 16 January. That's where my parents were born. That's not true. They were born 56, 52, 56. My in-laws are 67 and 69, maybe. My wife's parents are much younger than my parents. All right. 66, 24, 24, 66. We are good. Okay. Okay, well, let's roll. If they're both the AFC North, the AFC West, the freebie does not happen. If even one of them is not, freebie is on. Good luck, all. Box 24 up first. I'll update those pictures later. Obviously, 2 of them will get posted that are already hit tonight, but I'll fix that when the weekend stream comes around. Oh, that's why. Okay. Sometimes I can feel something's really heavy or really light, and I wonder. 3, 2, 1. Sometimes heavy means hockey. Sometimes there's a heavy football jersey, but light usually gives away a couple different options. You can see that thing in there. That's headliner name. It's been in there for a while. I think it's probably been claimed every stream. Maybe missed 1 or 2 streams. This is one I found. I thought that'd be a fun one to add. It's on a soccer jersey, but that is the Hulkster. The Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. Passed away, so no longer with us. And have your thoughts on whether you think he was a good person or not. He was pretty influential in my childhood. A bunch of people's childhood. That's a fun jersey. Hulk Hogan, that was claimed, wasn't it? Yeah, spot 13. Bill, you had Hogan. I'm trying to think if you've normally claimed Hogan or not. I don't know that you did. Maybe you have a few times. It is the U.S. men's national team soccer jersey. Maybe someone knows why he would sign a soccer jersey. I don't know. Maybe just because it's an American jersey. Probably that. I don't think there's any other tie to soccer, is there? Maybe there is. Nike. Hulk Hogan. Got your cert down here on the tag, JSA. Authentic tag. Yeah, it's a great hit. Hulk Hogan. He's our last non-sport guide too, right? So we're getting rid of a category there. I do want to put in a Luis Suarez Inter Miami jersey for soccer. That was a cool one to get. It's not Messi, obviously. Messi's expensive, but we try to get Messi at some point. But Luis Suarez is a big name in soccer world too. Still a nice hit. Anyways, we might see another down the road, but not for a little bit. Well, that was the one I said, it's light, but there's some baseball jerseys that are light too. But definitely narrowed it down in my brain. 66, Shannon's lucky number. Goodness. 66. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It just feels like I guess we hit a couple on the same night, but it feels like we've been hitting Utah, and you guys probably think I keep putting them in because I love them. Partially I do, but not a lot of people have Utah stuff, so they're kind of popular to win a Utah item for the Mammoth. That one was heavier, so I thought maybe it'd be hockey, and I thought right. AJ Sports World, that is Mikhail Sergachev, previous Stanley Cup winner back-to-back with the Lightning. I want to say he's maybe the assistant captain for us, but I don't know. I'm now questioning myself there. I know Keller's the captain. Let's see if this has an A on it. I'm drawing a blank here. Mikhail Sergachev, Russian. No A on this. I don't know if he's the A captain. Fanatics Premium, Utah Hockey Club. They do have the Mammoth jerseys now, but I haven't seen any signed yet. They will be soon. Also, now. Fanatics Premium. Be nice if you could do that, huh? Wouldn't be nice to the person that you're doing it to, but fight strap there. Nice Fanatics Premium authentic jersey. I forgot to look to see who had Mikhail Sergachev. Sergey going to Brian W. Brian W. on your Jonathan Huberdeau claim, getting Mikhail Sergachev. Great hits, both of them. Hulk Hogan, Sergachev, both coming out tonight. Utah and wrestling on a soccer jersey. Okay, not a single AFC North, AFC West. So you guys won by 2. It was a rout, and it pretty much stayed a rout. You started playing pre-event defense, so they caught up a little bit, but not enough to do anything. Yeah, thanks, Mark. So let's do the freebie here. Hogan, Sergachev hitting. Let's pull this up and let's do some copy pasting. Do the freebie going. So, Darrell Revis, Chris Carter. Whoever wins can pick whatever one of those two they want. Let's get all the names that joined. I'll do them over here so that just paste them. Nick, you had an extra spot there. Something's sliding. There goes the jerseys. Oh, all these little spots are going to bug me. Craig, Daryl, Nick, Eric, Chad. I forgot one person. Craig, Daryl, Nick, something, Chad. Eric. Elliot, David J. We're going. Great to you. Good morning. Oh, this is one more. Last one. Nick and David. More things because there's a lot of 20 spotters in this. Maybe not. Maybe still 200-ish. What are there more? We didn't do the last one. Okay, 199. 199 names in there. If your name comes up on top on the 7th roll, you get those minis for free because you got the guess right today. Way to go. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our winner is Nate. So it keeps, I said, goes to hockey every time. It didn't go to hockey this time. Nate, I think Nate took off almost, sent him a message, but Nate gets to pick between Revis and Chris Carter. Jake, you were close. Scorching close there. Brian, Jay, Scorching, Steve, Bill, Joseph, Jay. Nate is our freebie winner. Let's do a quick recap, guys, for joining tonight. Non-Big Al stuff. Tyreek Hill on the Funko. I think that's the first time we hit him. Ellie De La Cruz. We hit a headliner jersey for baseball. Connor Hellebuck, Andre Vasilevsky in the jerseys. Love both those. Racky today was Abdul Carter on a Flash Authentic and Quinshon Judkins on an amp. Called that. You're welcome. I didn't. That's just weird. But and then the rest was Big Al's, I believe. Hulk Hogan and Mikhail Sergachev. Full sizes were Michael Urban, Justin Herbert, Roger Craig, Brown and Smith dual sign, Champ Bailey, Doug Williams, and Drew Brees. That's everything, I believe. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Better luck next time if you didn't do great today. Even if you did, hope the luck continues. If anything's staying in the corner, let me know. I think I've already gotten a message or two. I'm happy to post it so that you can look at trading, selling it instead of receiving and then paying for shipping right after. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you hanging out. Message me if you have any questions or if you want me to hold on to something. Happy to do so, and I'll post a picture in the corner post. Okay, have a great night, guys. We'll see you Wednesday if you're around. Starters drop tomorrow. Just a couple cheap ones for Wednesday, and then we'll do a few breaks on Wednesdays level 4 Thanksgiving. Okay, see you guys.